What's up, Yoda Tech? Chef Yoda 4x4 again. I pulled these two clips out. They look to be in good shape. I appear to have all the clips here. The seal seems to be in good shape as well. It was beginning to tweak because this inner part that is felted, I'm going to try to pull all of them out, and it was just caked in residue right here that had made it past the dust shield. Now when this clips in, this part catches all the crap, and you can see it is quite extensive. So I'm going to clean that out, and then I took a razor. I had to, because once these things deform like that, there's nothing you can do. So I took a razor and I trimmed off this portion from here on to the very edge, which you can see. Okay, I don't really have a choice, and this thing is so messed up anyway. It doesn't feel like there's even any metal in that, but if there is, I can't tell. But I need to do this with the window down, actually. As I get it up, there's going to be more of the window in the way. The seal looks actually fairly nice all the way down. I'm going to shoot it with silicone. This is what I use. Okay, let's find this in our... Okay. I have many forms of white lithium grease. I have a whole drawer full of multiple OEM lubes and such. This is some great stuff people have been asking about. Naval Jelly, Loctite Rust Dissolver. Goes on thick, stays on whatever you're putting it on. Helps to eat rust really well. And this is what I use. Don't always use Valvoline oil for my car, but I just read too many things, but you know, probably just rumors, but I use this Pyroil by Valvoline silicone lubricant. So I'll be using this. Got some dielectric grease as well. A big tube of it. I've had it for a long time. That I put on some of the contacts and such. I'm showing this for CO 94. A couple other guys. Everything in here, the contacts, I cannot find any wiring that's exposed from the rear. This plug, that seems to often be a problem, is in place. It's not moved. It's still in its clip, and I guess if there's slop in the window at some point, it, you know, wherever it braces in there, I'm going to study further on that, but it can end up touching this thing, and I can see a couple spots, sorry, here and here, which would be in line with the clips that hold that in. I thought maybe a good idea would be to shave the blue, the tips of those off when I get the window up, just to prevent further rubbing. But the clip is holding in securely. You can see it is not. It has not moved. Now it's dirty from all the debris getting in there. Pardon me for 1 second. So this will be used. I do use it in these window seals up here. These don't seem to slow it down at all, because if I barely push in the window at all, it glides up, and you can see here where it's worked itself into the felt. But this is really where you want the silicone more so, because, and this is a type of felt as well, but you want some in here because it can, you know, over time it's going to get bound up and, it's going to get bound up and such in there. Looking with my eye and not the camera. So, try and show you there, all the way down. Okay, so these are the clips. This is what they look like. I had the second gen ones. I did a little video of that. So I will show you those as well. They do appear to be slightly different. In that they are a different size. Let's try and get this to focus. Sorry. Okay. They are a different size. Okay. So this one would sit right about there. The anchor is totally different, but it may have the same effect. But like I said, there you can see, it is, let me try to hold it up here and see if that'll give you a good view comparison side by side. Yeah, it's definitely different. Put one on top of the other there. There you go. Okay. This is also going to hold this much tighter. So here's the clips on the other side, which is how this would sit, basically. And it is different. I'm not sure if they've adjusted this to where it would work, but now you can see it's still, even with these lined up, is shorter. There you go. They're similar. I'm not sure they'd work. This little tab is slightly different here in the back. Okay, so anyway, regardless, mine are okay still, so as long as they go in without breaking, I'll have some second-gen clips if anyone needs them. I'm not sure if anyone else is going to have this problem as well, but this should help. I'm going to also clean this out thoroughly in here. In the wiper is what it's called. It's all one piece. You can see how it grabs here, and the other side sits on the bed right here. This part, it goes in like that. You have to remove this in order to, get. You don't have to, but it helped me to see a little better down the side here. In the case of the second gen ones, I just pulled this off the end and slid the whole seal right out. Now I'm not sure that while the clips might be slightly different, that the seal on the second gen window won't work. The one I took out of that car was in much better shape, so I would like to use it. We're going to find out. I figure for $3 or so I'm going to get a pick your part. I might as well try. Of course, they'll probably charge me 10 just because I said that. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is in here, right about here, is where in this connector to the door lock detection switch where I wired in the diode. Okay, so, and it's all heat shrunk and wrapped and everything else. The defroster seems to be in good shape. Let's try and get in here and get a look at the latch. Okay, I got it all greased and all. So, but actually I think I did this side much better. This latch. It's really hard to get an angle here. There you go. Okay, so I cleaned this one up really thoroughly. The other one I had a little more trouble. Felt like these were going to strip. But I'm going to try it again. I got a bigger bit now to try that out with in this. So that should aid in getting this out. Anyway, I'm going to do the ground portion, adding a strap, and then I'm also going to add a put in the new motor. So I'm going to have to get this window up, so I'm going to have to ground the switch, which I'll probably for now just do with Terry's method. Eventually I'll take the panel out. It's a lot more work than people might expect because I have to remove those. These are pushed into T-nuts, so it's not drama or anything. It's just, I just prefer to not have to pull it if I don't have to. So I could pull this, pull out the jack apparatus and all that, and I could get to some degree in there, but then I can't really get near the motor, the relay module, so I'm going to have to pull that out in order to get to the relay module, which is up in there. Which is, I guess, I think a 14 pin, not a 19 pin like I thought. I'm wondering if CO could tell me, or anyone else, is this the main ground for the tailgate? I'm going to clean it up anyway, pull this and clean this up, a little dielectric grease, and back on. This clip I opened, everything looks pristine in there as well. This is your that's a type of warning thing. This is the door lock detection switch right here, I believe. So when you pull this lock up. Just be very careful pulling these out. Pulling the lock and the handle out. The handle clip goes here. You're going to need to, what I did was anyway, I got something that fit like a really wide screwdriver in here. I pried that a little bit sideways and held it with my hand and left these fingers free, and then stuck a smaller screwdriver in the clip at this portion right here, spread this apart a little bit, and it popped right out, which was this one right here. It's got a little focus on that for you. See, so it doesn't allow you to push it in and pull it out. If you try that, it's likely going to break your clip, and you'll be going to Toyota. Good luck finding it as well. So, like I said, these seals and these clips are no longer available. It's showing on the Toyota period. So, I think they've phased out a large portion of this stuff. I highly recommend anybody who's been putting off getting stuff like I did to look into it if you're going to need it. So the window's not in too bad a shape. You know, it's ground down a little bit on the defroster portion, but it's all there. So I'm going to test the defroster as well. And there's an easy way to do that, just with voltage, and then I'll also do it by touch. And we'll go from there. So that's it for now as far as this. I'm going to be changing out next the window motor, but I need to get the window up. So I want to do that with the electronics, instead of, you know, doing it manually like is in the FSM. And I'm pretty sure the jumper part is in the FSM as well, but I'm going to go with this for now. All right.